196. All right, so Bitcoin is active. Let me notify this. Bitcoin is active. Wow. All right, so let's remove this. Yo, what is good, family? Hope you all are having an amazing day. In today's video, we're gonna break down the setup we had this morning on the Bitcoin US dollar at the London Open. You see the Euro USD on the left. This is basically, I'm looking for a setup right now which is not active. I'm looking for the red folders to kick in. We have non-farm employment change, the red folder in less than 15 minutes. So yeah, I will be aware of potential movements, and after the news, see where price is. As you see, we had a beautiful short, and which obviously was also active on the session. And right here we are about to tap the level of entry, but I'm not gonna take it because of the red folders. We'll wait just 10 more minutes and see where price is to potentially have the idea as active. Anyways, this morning we had this beautiful long on Bitcoin. Let's put the replay mode at 9 a.m. because I really enjoyed how the market was moving right here. Basically, we had the market going bearish, last high and last low. Originally, I had the market with a bullish pending order in the form of a buy stop right here at this lower high, and then market did this break of a structure. We had obviously more than 3 impulses on this structure, but if we only take in consideration after the BOS, this is just 1 impulse. So I had also in mind the option of a bearish rule of the third impulse. Now, when it comes to this price action, we saw the price doing this low and then a high. This is pretty interesting because now market is kind of building a structure inside of the main bearish trend. We see the market then creating this high, and now what do we have? We have first impulse, first pullback, and now we have a second impulse. This second impulse was calling my attention a lot because we were super close to activate this bullish break off structure, but we were also building up an internal trend that was potentially going to give me a rule of the third impulse to the upside. Also, with this candle closure, I also had this bearish break of a structure as valid. So I was setting up the bearish BOS as a pending order, as a sell stop. I also had a buy stop right here at this bullish BOS, and potentially updating my bullish BOS to a smaller bullish rule of the third impulse. So it was kind of a busy session. We also had this Euro USD set up, also this other Euro USD short right here. It was a pretty busy session today. So basically, market was giving right here this bearish candle, confirming that this was a pullback. Therefore, my bullish idea officially went from this bullish BOS to now this bullish rule of the third impulse. Okay, so 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that the people from the app got the message properly. They did. Fantastic. So after having this bullish BOS and now this bullish rule of the third, we have the bullish rule of the third and the bearish BOS. Now, which one is going to go active? We don't know. We will follow through. But at this time, my ideas are like this: bullish rule of the third and bearish BOS. This was basically everything. All right. This was basically everything. That was my idea. Bullish rule of the third and bearish BOS. Now market with the next candle goes and activates the bullish rule of the third. Therefore, I canceled the short. The thing is, on the app, because market was super close, I already sent on the app the bullish break of a structure. So the one that I sent on the app was the bullish BOS. The one that we went active with on the live session was the rule of the third, because market updated the structure on the way to activate my main idea. This happens sometimes, all right, but there is no issue. Market eventually skyrocketed all the way to the upside, hitting the exit from the setup on the app and the setup on the live session. So there was no issue, but this is basically how it looked live, right? The same candle activated my rule of the third and the bullish break off structure. This is basically how everything was looking on live session. Okay, but I only took the rule of the third. All right, the only people that took the BOS was the people from the app, because I was not going to cancel one idea, update it, send another one. That's quite confusing for the people that use the app. So that's why I never, cancel an idea, send a new one, and so on and so forth, because different level of expertise are on the users. So yeah, that's the way I have to manage it, and the way that works. Basically, after a lot of time sending ideas to students. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Very nice trade, super clean. It went active at 9:25, basically 30 minutes of session until the idea went active. But yeah, with this being said, family, remember on the description of the video you have the playlist and also the link to my Instagram, where you can ask on the DMs about available spots for the private group of students. Pretty much, if you want to have access to my full playbook of strategies, you have the intensive courses. You will also have access to all my live analysis sessions that I do from Monday to Friday in English and Spanish at the London Open. If you cannot be live, they are always recorded. And also you will have access to the app, where I send all my market ideas in Forex and crypto, such as these ideas that you are seeing on the screen. Also, if you are already profitable and you have your strategy running and giving you profits month after month, just to tell you that the private group of students is also for you. All right, I have a lot of profitable students that come with me with already profitable strategies, but they have bottlenecks that they have to break so they can speed up their results. So if you're already one of those, hit me up also. For the rest of the day, the only thing I have pending is this bullish idea on the euro, which is not active. I'm waiting for the news to kick in 5 minutes. So let's see if the market is still on the area after the news. I will execute the setup, but I'm not executing it because one of the previous red folders, like this one, on July, it hit 29 pips to the downside. So imagine 29 pips. If it goes to the downside, it's a massive slippage for me, and I don't want to risk all that 1% to turn into a negative, I don't know, 3-5%. It's not worth it, so I prefer to wait after the news. And if with the news this thing skyrockets, well, it is what it is. I don't trade news with these systems. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hit me up to the DMs. See you in the next one. Let's get it.